I'm not being looked after very well. I'm being abused by the caregivers. The son kind of ignored it to begin with because of the dementia and things like that, and didn't take it seriously. But every time he went, he kept hearing the same story. So he was kind of beginning to wonder if there was anything to it. So what he actually did was he put one of those little nanny cams, right, into the room. I don't know if you guys saw it. And then the video that's on the TV footage that was shown was two caregivers, and they had he had a catheter and stuff, so they had a bottle of urine, and they were threatening to pour it over him and being abusive that way. So they were both charged. They were convicted, and hopefully they'll never work in the industry again. Okay, so and that's very rare. That's my story I've been using for a couple of years on abuse, and I think we've had a few other minor things, but nothing major. But we do need to be aware of it. As I say, I'm not saying it's an easy job, but still, that's what they're signing up to do. That's the job they do. They do it properly, right? Like we're all expected to do our job. So we need to be careful of that. So that's why dementia is in there. Not that it necessarily, it happens to all of us, right? We're living longer. The mean average is a lot higher now. We're living longer through medicine and everything else. So that's a good thing. What the quality of life is, I don't know. It's not for another day, another discussion. But that is there. So we need to be careful. And the Grayson Army is just kind of the name for what's going on, right? So perfect. Thanks. We also looked at why are the elderly targeted? Well, it's not just the elderly. It's people that are vulnerable. Okay, vulnerability and accessibility, kind of two buzzwords we use. We see sometimes people with limited mental functions are also being preyed upon. How often have we seen the story where the bad guy's grabbing the poppy box or the donation box off of the place? There's maybe 10, 20 bucks sometimes in those. How despicable, right, to take away, but we'll talk about the grandparent scam, and we'll see a nasty scam that was perpetrated on an elderly person. But the bad guys don't care, right? That's what they're looking for. So, elderly, or just generally people anyone can be targeted because they're isolated. Okay, so if we're not getting out, if we're not getting involved in society and friends and doing things, and we're isolated, we're lonely, right? So telephone scams, or telephone sales in general. I don't know if you guys know, probably some of you do. When we get called, even if it's a legitimate scam, a legitimate scheme, not a scam. I think when they phone me trying to sell me something, I think it's a scam. I've just gotten into that. It's a horrible way to be, right? But anyway, so legitimate schemes, if people are out there, and people are out there trying to make a living to sell us things, and sometimes they're good things, right? But they know that if you say to them, okay, yeah, I'd like some more information. Can you give me a company name? Can you give me a website? Can you send me some information? They don't want to let you off the phone because they know the minute they let you off the phone, likelihood is you're not going to buy it, right? But if you buy, you'll buy right away if they can keep you on. Same with scam artists. So they know that there's going to be high pressure sales, and we're going to talk about that as well. So we're talking about why, both abusive situations and scams, it kind of goes hand in hand here. A lot of times, elderly are perceived as trusted. Do you guys trust everyone? I don't know about that one. I've met some people that aren't trusted. Definitely, baby boomer generation is considered to be one of the highest disposable income earners out there. So bad guys only want to target people with money, right? So that's where that comes in. And again, there's that possible decline in mental alertness. So someone had, again, come to me at a presentation, and they had a friend that they brought with them, and she had sort of been scammed into, she'd lost a little bit of money, but then when I started talking to her, she'd been caught with the same scam a number of times. So, that was where I kind of perhaps recommended to a friend that they look at